And it was always a quest for louder booms.
Yes.
And the more so buying this like some ready-made and then they are okay, but then put some little bit more, mix 3 into 1, then compress it a little bit, tape it a lot, and then now it's super powerful, and then you try it and wow, it looks super cool, and it's like bam, and it's a big thing. Yeah, that's cool, now we're talking. And then it's of course it's whoever designed this. Well, I don't know.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to Coffee with Ola. I actually haven't had one of these in a good while, but I'm very happy now today to have Per and Hannes of Sabaton here.
Hey,
welcome.
Thank you so much.
Good to be here.
Yes.
Good to be here.
How are you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah, great.
Good. Excited
Yes.
for a new era in our career.
Yes.
We have a new album with a new record label, which is something that Sabaton hasn't done for quite some time.
Right.
So that gives us a new universe to work in, and a new topic that is exciting.
Yes.
So I think at the moment it's exciting everything around the band.
Yeah.
So that's good. And we haven't had we have been busy during the summer, but we haven't played a lot of shows. So I've been looking forward to play shows now, and it's great that we're coming together. We rehearsed last week.
Yep.
And now we're coming together to actually start playing again.
Yeah.
Which is what we love,
Yes.
obviously.
So I got to start with saying that me and my family are huge fans of Sabaton, and whenever we drive the car, it's always Sabaton and nothing else. And we can't wait to see you guys in December.
Oh, cool.
So we're gonna come out and play. It's one of the few bands that's really brought the family together in that
Nice.
sense. Have you heard this story? Like, is it very common that you hear a lot of younger audiences? So, I mean, my kids will not listen to any of my favorite bands.
Oh,
Well, they like a little bit Pantera maybe, but it's Rammstein is cool, but Sabaton is yes.
It's cool if you guys then can meet halfway then.
Exactly.
Maybe.
I'm super proud
Yeah.
that they're listening to
Very
Sabaton
cool, yeah.
because it is a gateway
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. I think so. I've heard a lot of people listen in car, right?
Yeah.
Like even my uncle, he calls it autobahn music. So, he
But
lives
I mean, for me, the car is the only place I listen to music.
Okay.
Otherwise, as a musician, it's not very often, for me at least, I don't sit and listen to music, just sit down and listen. In the car, I do.
Yeah.
But is this very common that, do you see a lot of kids on during the shows? Or?
a lot.
Yes.
And yes, we have been a band that attracts a lot of kids.
Yes.
We are very happy about it.
Yeah.
It was a decision taken actually in the year 2006. We played opening band for Lordi
Yes.
after they won Eurovision, and they attracted a lot of kids. We played early, opening band for them, and a lot of young kids were in the audience. Lordi had, I love the guys, and they can't be blamed for this, but they had completely misunderstood the audience that they had in Sweden, which was a lot of young people,
Yeah.
12, 13-year-olds, in thousands that
Yes.
wanted to see Lordi play after they won the Eurovision.
Yes.
They went on 11 in the evening, like they were a normal metal band, but they were not a normal metal band in Sweden at that time, and they misunderstood that. But we played early, so we played. Kids saw it, and then kids had to go home and sleep. And right after our show, there were thousands of kids pulled out from the arena by their parents, because obviously Lordi would play for 1.5 hours and end with Hard Rock Hallelujah.
Yeah.
So that would be
I
like
played a long set too.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So that would be like midnight 30 or something.
Yeah.
They would play that song, and there are no kids left. And kids were angry, and they went. And then we stood at the merch desk and selling T-shirts and CDs to all the kids. And at least they got something, because they liked Sabaton. We were cool, and they went out. Take that a couple of years down the line, and so many of those kids say, my first concert was Sabaton, not Lordi. They went to Lordi, but they never saw Lordi, they saw Sabaton. But we picked up something that night. And after that, we stopped playing 18-age venues whenever we could. And some people said it was a stupid mistake because you get less paid when you play the youth clubs.
Yeah.
But I said always no to that, and said, screw it, we play all ages. So for a lot of people that were maybe 13, 14, 15, they could go and see Sabaton, but they couldn't go and see so much other.
No.
Then add 5-10 years to that.
And suddenly they're 25.
Yeah, and they are now...
Fans for life, basically.
Yeah, they saw Sabaton, they couldn't see other stuff. So it worked, and it was a a vision of the future.
Yeah.
Because, just look at myself. Like, the concert that I saw when I was young, they meant a lot. Today I've seen thousands, and I can't remember all of them. There are very few of them that stand out, but the early ones, I remember so much about them.
Yeah. And I think that this is brilliant, in my opinion. I mean, the metal scene needs younger kids to come in and get a good experience of what the scene is. A lot of the hardcore bands, they're very, like you said, they 18 only.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna go and listen to something else. We'll go watch another show. I mean, I remember going to my first show and getting blown up. Like you said, you get like, oh wow, you will remember that for life.
Yeah.
Like when you're a teenager, I mean, that's when you're most receptive to new music and new emotions.
Yeah.
That's when you get to be formed.
You create yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that's something I really admire about the band, is that you are opening ways for a new audience into the whole genre. So I think Sabaton is it helps all of us in the metal genre in that sense, that guys like you exist.
And I think also the image of the band is very visual, and which also helps for let's say kids, that they see and they understand, and it's a little bit more than only the music. There's some more levels to it, the storytelling in there, and then also that the band is very, I don't know, the lyrics are very youth friendly maybe, and I think the combination there, and we hear very often when we are touring, especially when we did our last US couple of runs, the promoters, they are shocked because they don't know what they booked, and they think that they have booked some power metal band. They expect the audience to be like true metal people who's gonna be in a certain way, and they are stunned by the amount of phone calls they get from people who never been to a concert at all in their lives, and they are asking questions that, what the hell? Don't Sabaton's fans don't know how to behave. They don't know what a concert is. They asking questions that you don't know. You don't ask if you are used
concert
to go
goer.
To. But afterwards, a lot of these venues, they're like, that was great. A lot of people go home and say it was fantastic, and it was the first time. They thank the guards when they walk out, and they said, we never see it with other bands. And what the hell? So that's interesting. And this is also some kind of in my pitch to sell to festivals why they should book Sabaton, because a lot of festivals are struggling with the renewal of getting younger audience in and new fans. And I'm saying book Sabaton because we bring an audience that you have not normally there, and if it works or not, I mean, I think sometimes.
Yes. Well, it's really cool. I mean, I think that aspect is overlooked by the genre, in my opinion, and I think it's worth a lot for the metal genre. So you guys have a new album coming, Legends, and what's your albums are usually very theme-based historically. What can you talk a little bit about Legends and what it's about? What's the concept? Or
sure.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it says in this case. We've now done 2 albums based on World War I, and now moving into a bit of a different direction, which is then more Legends, further back in time, more mythical, if you will. I think a very exciting topic to write music about, and lyrically, for you guys writing that, I can imagine it's been super cool to dive into that, from that to stage show to new designs. Very exciting, I think. Yeah.
It gives. So we've been every time you launch something, like we were going into World War One, we saw, because World War One is cruel and brutal and grim, and but very imagery-wise strong. It's a super powerful. It's more powerful than World War II because it's more grim and dark. Using that imagery and vocabulary was interesting for writing the music in World War One setting. But after 2 albums and a couple of singles, it was like, okay, we need to move on, not to get stuck in the same things. And opening something like this, where we have the entire world as our field and thousands of years, gives us any vocabulary, any graphical or visual aspects that we haven't used for a very long time or ever. So in these senses, it was great. And very relieving that we are suddenly very unbound.
No, I agree with that. It's an interesting feeling, actually.
Have you felt locked a little bit before? I mean, it is the 11th album, so there's a lot of albums, a lot of themes. And do you feel that people want to have, well, we want the World War I or II, you know, aspect of things, and that it maybe locks you a little bit into those concepts?
That's a good question. I don't think it locks the band into anything, but I definitely know what you mean, because I think in any type of album, and especially a topic like World War I, which is gigantic, you can spend a lifetime as a band writing songs about it, and you'll still miss most part of what happened, I guess. So there will always be topics that you missed, or you can go back to, or whatever. But I wouldn't say locked, but yeah.
I mean, it is a little limiting, I would say, not locked, but limiting.
No, I understand exactly what you mean. Yeah.
To the history.
Yeah, and choosing which ones to do, right?
Exactly.
To get it right.
But I've heard that you guys also use actual historians to get things correct.
Yeah.
So how does this work? Do you okay, I want to write about, Vlad the Impaler, for instance?
Yeah, so some of these topics, they are very... Because when you write a song, you have only a couple of words.
Yes.
You don't have a whole book that you can put in there. So with that, very often you don't really need to do some fact-checking that deep, depending on what you do. But we try to squeeze out some golden nuggets in the story that ties in always that wow, that you got that right, or something like that, because you have so little words. So it would be nice if you sometimes get some unexpected things in there. So for some of these, it's very easy to do the fact-checking ourselves, but with some of them, we have to dig deeper, and we have to check, and we have to ask for feedback. And also, when we were working on the World War I, we very often asked them for feedback, because we could know a story, okay, this is some story, but what did it actually do? What did it impact in the end? And because then you get so much more meaty things to it. Okay, there's this article or this book or whatever about something, but when you have a dialogue with somebody that is an expert at the topic, you can get something, that was interesting.
And usually historians are also very passionate about their interests, so you can feed a little bit off that, I imagine.
They are, and
also for the timeline, right? To get the timelines right and not, mess up what happened when.
As a songwriter, and a question about songwriting, how do you decide? Okay, do you know the content and the topic of the song before you start writing, or is that something you add? You feel okay, this song is going to be about this. How does it work?
No.
How do you write the songs?
There's wherever the song starts. I mean, it could start with usually around Joachim, or Joachim with some other band member, and that is completely unbound. We don't know. No thinking of what it's gonna be in the end. It could be
topic-wise.
Yeah, it could be an intro, could be a song, could be whatever. They're unbound. And when it's finished, it's more like, what does it sound like? And yeah, this sounds like a song about this. Then it works. Sometimes it doesn't work at all. And so funny, when we did The Great War, that album, we knew that we had to have the song Christmas Truce. It's the most perfect topic for a Sabaton album, but we didn't have the music for it. So that was one of those, like, Joachim had to purpose write a song, and this is the worst. He can't do anything worse
because he was forced to write some particular style, or
exactly this kind of. It needs to be emotional, maybe a ballad style or something.
Made to order.
Yeah, and he hates that.
But he nailed it.
He nailed it, which he usually does when he gets some pressure on. And for the upcoming album, the Legends, there was one like, okay, where do we go? Okay, maybe Napoleon, Alexander the Great needs to be there.
Yeah,
but there's no song for it.
Yes,
and that was the thing. I think he struggled with it as well, and it's me that how can we not have Alexander the Great
and not being a very potent and high up there song.
Yeah,
too.
But the music was simply not there. I know he struggled with one track that was supposed to be that. I was like, finish it, and it's too difficult to write specific a song about something. The other ones, they fell in one by one and became really great. But that one, because it was supposed to be a purpose-written song in the end.
Oh, incredible. The live shows of Sabaton are something else. I mean, we said before, like, oh, you know, maybe I'm so much about guitar gear and what we're using and all that, and you're like, well, it's nice when someone's taking care of that for you. We focus on other things. The thing is that when you get to a certain size, obviously you got to put a lot of effort into production of a live show. When did you feel like, okay, we need to step up? How do you take that decision?
So I just want to fill in. I'm into gear. I love gear.
Oh yeah.
I just have a drum tech that loves it even more. So he's always faster than me.
Yeah.
And I show up and I'm always impressed by the things he built or whatever. But I love that shit.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
Yes.
I just wish there was more time to do that. Like all your pedals or I love. It's great. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, of course. And when we are doing the rehearsals, big portion of it is just making sure that stuff is sounding good and working good.
Right, and the way you want it. I think
we spend a lot of time with that.
And it's like you also know, you are super specific with what kind of sound you like. Probably more than you think. You know, you've been playing for whatever 30 years. You know that I know what I want it to feel like and what you want it to sound like.
Of course.
So
that's a relief. When you get to that point, it's like, okay, well then it's done.
Yeah.
You know what to expect. You know what you want.
Yeah.
You can concentrate on other things.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, and then we tune a little bit here and there every rehearsal, and I think everybody better. And
and it's always very open, right? I think the criticism in this band has always been very cool. You know, from sounds to how people are playing. It's a very open, creative space like that.
Yeah.
Which is from everything, you know, from buildings set to bass sounds, right?
Yeah.
And it's a little bit funny. I've been always playing the F series of ESP.
Yeah.
And since like a very long time, I think 2005, the first year we played at Sweden Rock, I got my first ESP sponsored custom bass guitar. And since then we've been like, there's a new model, and okay, yep.
Okay. So maybe not that picky.
Not that picky, but it's always been the same. It's always been the same shape.
Yeah, same model.
And but the model updates all the time, and so I got the whole line since 2005 until now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Of the same
small updates here and there.
Of the same shape.
Yeah.
Okay.
So are you for the new tour and all that? Are you gonna have any? I know the Haunted opened up. I think it was a festival when Sabaton was headlining, and I remember we were rigging up, and there was a tank on stage.
Yeah.
It was in Austria, wasn't it?
This was in Finland, I think.
Oh, okay. I think we did Switzerland too a couple of years
Oh,
ago.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, there was a tank on stage, and do you have any? Since you're doing Legends now on this tour, what's the production going to be like that? I mean, you can't really have a tank on stage, can you?
No.
I mean, I get maybe it's a secret.
It is a little bit of a secret,
Yeah.
and but we are building something that fits more to the theme.
Yes. Okay.
And the tank doesn't fit. So the tank has to sit out this one and wait in the garage until it's called for again.
Okay. But I saw another tank at the Total Metal exhibition.
Oh, that's one of them. We got two of them. That's the one you saw there was Audi.
Okay.
And the one that the other one, Walter, is waiting for us in Germany,
Okay.
where we're going on
Thursday.
playing on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
So we got this, and then we got Vlad, which is the new one.
So you have 3.
Yeah, and he was the one flying at Sweden Rock Festival,
Yeah,
the flying tank.
that's the flying tank.
Okay.
2 stationary, 1 flying.
Oh wow.
Yes, sir.
But you don't have anything big like that, maybe.
We got bigger stuff planned for the upcoming tour, yes, and it's a very special kind of thing, so we have to build it around the Legends album.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil too much. I think it will be exciting.
Yeah.
And to see it. And we are also building a show that is a little bit more than just a rock show, so to say. So we have 2 stages and something that connects them. On the previous tour, the Tour to End All Tours, we used like a couple of little acting things, and there was a little bit more theater than we did before. A lot of fans liked it, and it further strengthened the topics with the show. And we thought, okay, let's continue down this road. So it's a little bit more on the theater side. And then, and then we got this little twist there, which is the opening band, which is the legendary orchestra, which we created specifically around, I mean, this was the time, this was the album, this is the tour. It's not like Sabaton and orchestra.
Yeah.
It is, there will be a full show with Sabaton, and then but before that, it's a full show with the legendary orchestra, which is pretty much, you can see it as a cover band of Sabaton.
Yeah.
Playing Sabaton tunes, but in orchestral arrangements. With lead instrumentalist, lead vocalist, choirs, and it's very powerful, very emotional, and sounds, of course, completely different.
Yeah.
No electrical guitars, no drums, percussion instead, and all the.
So are they playing songs that you're not playing in the main set then?
So
That's cool. I like that.
So Sabaton fan gets a lot of Sabaton songs.
Yeah.
Just that we can't play all of them ourselves because, that would be a very long night for us, and we wouldn't be able to do so many of them.
How long of sets do you usually play?
We play like 9.5 hours.
Yeah,
Okay,
900 minutes, something like that. Except Detroit, when we did 3 hours 20.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was a long show. No, it wasn't. 3 hours.
Not Detroit.
No, it was Colorado. Sorry,
Colorado.
it was Colorado.
You're right.
Yeah.
When we were on tour with Judas Priest
Yep.
and Richie Faulkner
Yes.
had his heart failure on
Yeah,
stage.
got sick, yeah.
In the morning, the day after, we get the call and the tour is cancelled.
Yes.
And this was the first tour after Corona.
Okay.
And we all were devastated
Yes, of
because we
course.
have been waiting for a very long time, and then it's cancelled. And after we, let's say, spilled the news to everybody that it's done, we're going home, it wasn't the way we wanted to leave.
Yeah.
It wasn't the emotions that we said we're gonna leave it like that.
Yeah.
We're gonna go home sad.
Yeah.
It wasn't the right way of leaving the first tour in years. So we decided to do one more show. So we added a headline show with 24 hours just announced, put the tickets on sale, and got luckily a venue. I guess thanks to that times were still kind of Corona. That
still not fully booked.
yeah,
maybe.
so we got a venue, and then we said just play all the songs we know,
And
we
the
play
things we
until-
don't know too.
Yeah, until we, until we can't play anymore. Let's do that.
That's cool.
And so we did it like a final treat to ourselves
Yeah.
and to the fans who came there.
Yeah,
It's a 3 hours
something.
long show.
Yeah. Wow.
We knew a lot of songs actually.
That's great.
And,
Good challenge too.
it- yeah, it
good,
was-
good nerve to it.
Going through some songs, just like, do we know it? Maybe. Okay, then we take it. Do we know this one? Yeah,
That's
I think so.
risky.
It is.
It is a little
But
bit
also
risky.
under the circumstances that if we would potentially fuck up,
Yeah.
people would understand. Hopefully,
right, okay.
It was one of those shows where
Yeah.
I guess expectations were pretty low,
Yeah.
which makes it a lot of fun actually.
And probably easy to kind of
Yeah,
get over
you
the
probably know this too. If there's like a, if you think it's gonna be, if the expectations are low or something happens like a technical difficulty,
Yeah.
it is what it is, right? And after that, it's usually like a big relief moving
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah.
But it worked.
It's
And
awesome.
everybody liked it, and
Yeah.
we played it, and we didn't break.
No,
We had a great night. I think by the time we were finished, we could all go home a little bit happier.
Yeah. And you got to say goodbye a little bit.
So it was
In your
it was a good decision to make that. But normally we can't do that, and on a tour we would not be able to play so long nights every night. That's a very unique thing. we
Yeah.
do.
I'm very curious. How many people are in the Sabaton world, like working?
Working with the band.
like on tour or off tour.
Well, off tour, on tour.
Okay, so in our headquarters, I think we are 10 people working full time in the office, with additional people working part time, and plus me, who sits there a lot of times. And then we have like a tighter crew that is always with us on every show. That is
Close crew.
the core crew. They would be 7 people maybe.
That's been with us for a very long time.
For a very long
Most of
time.
them. Or
Yeah, and then we got some people extra on payrolls working with us from other offices. But then it scales
Yeah.
when we go, and on the upcoming tour we are 142 crew members at the moment. So
and that's 60 of them drum techs.
Of course. Of course.
yeah,
One holding each screw.
Yeah, for every lug there's one guy.
So do you ever miss like smaller intimate shows?
we do them also.
Yeah.
That's why we are happy. I mean, we get the whole full range, the dynamics of the big shows, but we also do the small intimate ones, because Sabaton is very uneven in the world. While we are popular and big and sell arenas in some countries, we still play like theaters and smaller places in other places. So I think that the dynamics is great, and it's also one of the reasons why we insisted to keep the Sabaton cruise for such a long time.
Right.
Sabaton cruise is where we have to like step up to ourselves and prove to ourselves a little bit that there is no production whatsoever, nothing to hide ourselves. It's just us, the fans, and we
music.
play a lot of songs. There we play,
And this close.
and
But I also think that all of us think like that. It needs to be a good fucking band first.
Yeah.
And then you can add all toppings that you want, right?
Yeah.
But a pyro is not going to make it a better show, right? If the band sucks or whatever, but you can enhance with things. But
it's layers of makeup. But the core needs to be intact, and that is why it's so nice when we see, for example, the Sabaton cruise. It's just the 5 of us on stage and our music. That's it. That's all that matters.
and we also like to play, right?
Yeah,
That's also always been a thing.
but the whole show, that is exciting and fun.
Yeah.
I always liked a good show, and it was always a will to do something.
Yeah.
And even when we were like beginning, and okay, maybe we have. It was always a thought, like, okay, we got these 4 lamps, put them there, and use them in a cool way, and then now we got 6 lamps and something, and then to try to imagine what you can do with the limited resources you got. It was a good exercise to always be evolving that slowly, and okay, maybe we can make a little ramp here. Yeah, then we have to weld it together, and and then learning all the tricks and details, and we wanted pyrotechnics, and that was like, how much does it cost? And then, we can't afford that. So how do we do pyros without any cost? Well, we learn it. So I got myself a license, and then I started to build my own stuff, and scary. Sitting there.
Scary for everyone.
Yeah, scary for everyone, and especially scary for me. I'm kind of scared of the whole pyros.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting there before the show, and I was nervous as hell to play.
Yeah.
So I'm shaking a little bit like this, and then at that time, we didn't have a nice space. Sitting, I don't know, in a rainy grass under the stage or something, and trying to build pyros, and mixing and taping and gluing and then positioning them, and okay, so you stomp that one because the cable only goes there. So
that's exactly the kind of guy you want to see when you're about to enter the stage yourself. What is he doing? No, pyro, don't worry about it. With the glue gun.
Yeah. So today you are doing the explosion in that song, you're doing that because the cable can only reach there, and the stage is bigger than yesterday. So okay, so you do that, and it was all a lot of stomp boxes, and then also later some wireless weird transmitters that had some frequencies that I had no idea if they were secure or whatever, if they could go off, but they were built, and then because all of this was just 9-volt batteries, and in the end, and so maybe we can hang something up here, and then we need a wireless, and then it's a little transmitter, and then
is it even legal to do it yourself?
No, not anymore.
You had a license.
You had
a license.
But I know that they were not certified electronics. You don't plug in or whatever, and you can't do that, and you need somebody to overwatch this.
Yes,
so I'm happy when we are doing this. The time has passed, but this is in the past.
You can let someone do it now.
It comes up every once in a while, and we try to. Pyro's not a good idea, you know.
I have some fire here. I wanted to.
Yeah, check it. I built this last night.
But it was. And it was always a quest for louder booms.
Yes.
And the more so buying this like some ready-made, and then they are okay, but then put some little bit more, mix 3 into 1, then compress it a little bit, tape it a lot, and then now it's super powerful, and then you try it, and wow, it looks super cool, and it's like bam, and it's a big thing. Yeah, that's cool. Now we're talking, and then it's whoever designed this. Well, I don't know, but it was like that in the beginning, and I think we ran into one of the leading pyrotechnical firms at one show in Sweden, and they were angry because we looked so much cooler than they could ever do, because they followed the rules and we didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that was the last night I did that. And I understand what they were meaning with, I'm sort of cheating the system by doing something illegal, and I was also thinking that then we
let's be Swedish and do it by the rules.
Let's be Swedish and play by the rules, and then we went to hire them and work with them instead. And I'm happy with the decision, because it was simply too much scary for me to do that. Well, but we saved a lot of money in the beginning.
So the new album Legends,
and now we save lives instead.
Yeah, some lives, exactly. The new album Legends, I've been listening to it because I received it this morning, and it sounds fucking great.
Thank
I must
you.
say, it's has me really excited.
Cool.
I will play the CD for my kids as well tonight when we get home.
Very good.
And but it sounds like everything's been stepped up, I would say. Obviously, I'm a guitar player. I listen to every, like, there's riffs, there's a lot of lead that very melodic and very much up my alley. And yeah, it sounds like it's going to be I think it's going to be a success of an album.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
The drum sounds smashing as hell as well.
I agree.
So yes.
I'm very.
Who's the producer and mixer?
Jonas Kjellgren.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's the third album in a row we do with Jonas now.
Yes.
And
He's great.
Yeah, awesome.
Yes.
Fun to record with, and and yeah, obviously the album says it all, I think.
Yeah.
And he was once again super excited from the beginning to make something really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I understand your excitement as well, because I can kind of see that you're excited to
and
go out and do press.
It is fun to talk about something new.
Yeah.
Earlier today, it's like, aren't you tired of doing interviews? Like, no, like you've been sitting on this baby for a long time, and now you're the third person that gives me or us feedback on what you actually think about the album.
Yeah.
I find it awesome to hear.
Yeah.
For good and for bad, right?
It's such a long process from
It
going
is.
from zero to having an album, and then when the album's done, you have to wait forever. It feels like until the release.
Yeah.
And it's such a relief, I guess, when it's finally out and the actual audience get to hear it.
Yeah.
Now we had to wait even longer than ever, because when we were recording it, and actually when the album was finished, we still did not have a record label.
Okay.
So it was something that we were negotiating with for over a very long period of time. It's an important step, because we've been with Nuclear Blast since 2010. So it's 15 years working with Nuclear Blast.
Yeah.
And to move away from them, it was a decision because we wanted to try, like, what happens if we go somewhere else? What new networks, what new ideas, what comes out of it? And so it's been an interesting thing, but it's also so much people to talk to.
Yeah.
And I found that we really needed also a label that has a strong presence in the United States. So during this like 1.5 year when we've been negotiating, it's a lot of nighttime calls to various departments in America and interviewing them about how they do, ideas, feeling, vibes, what do you think about this? We share the albums with a bunch of them and to get feedback, like are they gonna like it and this kind of things. It's been a very interesting like process to find a new record label, and then we kind of ended up where it all started, because Better Noise Music, they came to visit very early. They jumped on a flight to meet up with us and expressed they really would like to work with us. And in their roster, they don't really have any band in the like power metal genre. So it was also a challenge for them to try something that they haven't really worked before, and which I liked, that they were not afraid of that challenge. They were like, we would like to do this, and we think that we can do a great job with it, and so it's been very exciting. And now we're like living it, and we're in the middle of it, and seeing things unfold, and we see the new networks, we see the new opportunities.
Right. Very cool. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining in. It's been an absolute pleasure, and good luck with the album release.
Thank you for
see you
having
guys
us.
in December. I'll bring in my whole family.
Nice.
More than welcome.
More than welcome.
Tack.
Tack.